So my 5-year-old has been taking dance class for the past 2 years here in DC. Loves dance, loves ballet, loves creative movement, but there's just a time when she's about to get on stage and she just crumbles. She has incredible stage fright, and she demonstrated that once again today at her recital. And I thought I really had it down this time. We spoke to her about it. I convinced her because she said she doesn't like people watching her. And I told her other people aren't coming to see her. They're coming to see their own kids. We're coming to see her, so they won't be paying attention to her. And towards the show beginning, she said, I feel good. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm not nervous. I want to go and try it. Got the hair done all right and everything. And when it was time to come out on the line, she was not in that line. My sister went out there and checked on her. They said she was just terrified. She was just terrified. And so I'm sitting here watching all these other kids. I can't even leave. And quite honestly, I was frustrated. I was not a happy papa at that particular point. As soon as their dance routine was over, I went outside. We bought flowers for her. I gave her the flowers, and she told me she was going to try. She was going to go out there. I gave her the flowers, but on the way home, didn't really say much because I was just frustrated. And once we got inside, I just called her upstairs, and I said to her, what's going on? Because I was debating in my head, she said she loves bagels, right? So I was going to go and get her, go and got her some bagels to have afterwards, some ice cream and everything. But after she didn't do the show, I was like, okay, maybe I'll just go all bagel Nazi on her and just deny her everything because she didn't keep her word. So when I called her upstairs, she was all happy going upstairs. She had calmed herself down. And then we sat down and started talking about it. And I said, why didn't you go on? What's going on? And just as she was reliving the whole experience, she just started getting nervous again and almost trembling. And I was just thinking of one person, Michael Jackson. When Michael Jackson said during an interview with Oprah years ago that when he was a child, he used to sing in the studio and he can hear kids outside playing, and he was just sad because he couldn't go out there and play with them. That point made me realize that you can't force kids to do what they don't want to do. And so, I said to her, look, I'm so happy that you just got to the door of the studio and into the studio because I know that was a big challenge for you. And maybe this time you were this nervous and super nervous, so maybe next time you'll be less nervous and be a little less nervous next time. So every time we go, you get closer and closer to being on stage. But I told her, yes, I did want you to get up there, but I'm happy that you did the best that you could. Now, my options were, I could have went out there and grabbed her and said, we paid all of this money, you're going to get out there and dance, go dance. And she probably would have done a couple of movements with a very sad look on her face, and you know what? She probably would have never danced again. Dancing is something that she loves. I know that my daughter one day is going to break out of her stage fright. It's tough as a speaker. Both my wife and I speak around the globe, and it's tough to see our kids dealing with stage fright, but I realize it's just best to let her be. As parents, we have to really think about why it is we get upset with our children and how is it that we respond when they don't perform to the best of what we think their ability is. Do we crush their self-esteem, or do we try to build them up for next time? I believe life happens in spurts. I believe that when my daughter wakes up from her nap in the next couple of minutes, she's going to be as happy as she is when she went to sleep, because even though I was frustrated, I took my time to relax, to calm down, and just tell myself that I need to let her know that she did a great job, and I know she's going to try her best next time to get one step closer to getting over her stage fright and actually dancing. Who knows, maybe 20 years from now I'll see her dancing on stage and I'll be happy that I didn't crush that dream. Maybe she still will decide to dance after all and just go on to something else. She told me last week she wanted to be a painter. But what I'm happy about is the fact that for today, not always perfect, but for today I was able to see that her feelings mattered more than mine, and I was able to let her see that. Every day's a challenge as a parent. Today was a good day. See what happens tomorrow.